Gary, I'm going to move on to basketball because you're talking to two receivers. They'll go on all night defending Randy Moss. You got a ring in Miami, and now the team has the big three. What do you think about how they look and the fact that so far they're winning with defense, not just offense?
Well, when I said that, I said them when you put them three guys together, just because the simple fact is they put three guys together, they have to come out and win basketball games, and that's what they're doing right now. They're winning games right now. They're winning games right now, and that's good, And I praise them because they're getting on a level where they're connecting already, and that's a little bit scary. And I only think one team in the East can beat them, and they beat them in the beginning of the year. Boston beat them because they got more players that can deal with them because they got superstars too. So I think it's going to come down to them and Boston in the playoffs.
Hey, GP, this Chad, man. You think LeBron can win a championship as long as Kobe's in the league?
Hold on just for a second.
Oh, I don't think so. Chad, I think that Kobe is the best basketball player in the NBA right now. People might disagree with me, but I've played with both of them. I think Kobe is the clutch player. He can do it whenever he wants to. I think he's just a player that, you'll get a ball to with 3 seconds to go and you need a three, he'll hit it. I'm not saying LeBron won't do that. But I'm just saying I think Kobe is more of the shooter than he is right now, and I just put him number one, and then I put LeBron number two, and then D-Wade number three. I think them the three basketball players, but I still think while Kobe is in the league, I think he's going to win championships.
I would agree with that. And just to touch on some of those things you mentioned, the loss that they had against the Boston Celtics, Dwayne Wade's first game back, not really 100%, I don't think. And the production from the big men, Udonis Haslem and Chris Bosh, other than those three, if they came to play, then that was a game they would have won. Obviously, Dwayne Wade didn't have his best offensive night. As you saw, he came on too late in the game. That's why you saw they ultimately ended up losing by 8, but it was a close game, toward the end there. But had Dwayne Wade played a little bit better and those two bigs play, then you can check a win in that column for the Miami Heat. But as you said, defensively, they are getting after guys. They will be the team to beat in the East. Trust me. When they play again, they will beat the Boston Celtics, which brings me up to my next question. Regarding the Celtics, are they too old, or do they really have a shot this season?
Like I said, I've been telling everybody, I'm still going with Boston. They got too many weapons out there. These guys with Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Shaq and Jermaine O'Neal are old, but they're going to give you good 15 minutes. I don't think Miami can match up with them big size-wise. I don't think so. I think when it's come down to playoff basketball, it's a lot different than what you think, T. They're not going to be like that. Their size is going to really hurt them in the playoffs. When you got to play somebody 7 times in a series, it's a lot different than playing them once, and then you don't see them again for 2 months. It's not going to happen like that. I've been through too many basketball games where we done played teams and dominated them for the whole season. Then we get in the playoffs and we play them, and they have a chance to focus in on us and play us game after game and beat us. It's a lot different. I think that team is going to be clicking when it gets time for the playoff time because the veteranness is going to have them. They're going to slow the game down and pound on Miami, and that's just the way it's going to happen. I know what Doc Rivers is going to do. He's going to do that. And everybody think that Miami's going to beat them. It's going to be a whole different story when you got to play them for 7-game series.
I hear you, GP. All right, I want to ask you now about who do you think is the best defender currently in the NBA? I mean, you were on all-defensive team 9 times, so and you're the glove, so clearly you know who's the best in the NBA right now.
Ron Artest. Ron Artest is the best defensive player in the league right now. He still plays like we should play basketball. He locks you up. He's all over you. He smothers you. He get his hands on basketball. Nowadays, what guys are doing in the NBA, they're not playing defense. All they're doing is just playing passing lanes. That's not defense. I don't think nobody in the NBA right now can get on one person and not ask for help and guard them one-on-one and lock them down. I don't think it's happening right there, and it's only one guy to me that can do that, and that's Ron Artest. He does it all the time. He's always around balls. He's stealing balls, putting his hands on ball, getting in people's head and doing things that he's supposed to. And I think he's the only one that, really does like we do with me and Joe Dumars, all the guys like that who used to lock people down. He's the only one right now in the NBA that I think can do that.
Oh, yeah, I agree. As I've told a lot of people, because I'm a fan of basketball and I watch it, that Ron Artest is, regardless of that shot he hit in Game 6 or 7, whenever it was,
Game 7,
that big shot he hit. If you look throughout that whole series, he is a guy, as you said, he accepts the challenge of locking down their best offensive player, and throughout those games, he has his hands damn near in every situation where there's a turnover. I mean, he's, like he said, he's the mini you in a sense, in a bigger body. So, he's got his hands on a lot of balls, which have created a lot of fast break points and points off turnovers.
Hey, GP, it's something telling out, man. We've been chasing. Oh.
Go ahead, G.
T, I think you absolutely correct. You know who should have got the MVP of that series was Ron Artest. Because you remember 2 years ago when Boston beat the Lakers, who was the factor? Paul Pierce. And he locked Paul Pierce down so much last year, and Paul couldn't get his game going. If he would have had a good series like he did in 2008, Boston would have beat the Lakers. And I think Ron Artest locking down Paul Pierce, I think he should have got MVP. He didn't make big shots and do nothing, but he changed the whole tempo of that series of locking Paul Pierce down for 7 straight games and not letting him score 25 to 30 like he usually do. And they won the game. And they was in every game, and they won it at the end, and that's how it went.
Hey, Gary, I wish we could stay and have you here all day, but we're running out of time. We are tight on time. It's only a half-hour show, unless we let you talk for hours. But, hey, real quick before you go, any advice for Chad? We're taking advice for Chad. Chad is solicited out there for anybody who has advice on what he should be doing.
Well, Chad, you and T, y'all keep it going, man. Y'all know I'm a fan of y'all's, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Do everything. You know what I'm saying? I love everything y'all doing. So, man, look, anything y'all want me on, man, I'm supporting y'all, man. Do everything, man. Take over the world. I don't care. She'll do it all, man.
Well, no, they don't want us to take over the world. Barack Obama is doing a great job. They don't want us to take over the world.
Well, that's all right. Y'all
Hey,
can run for president and vice president, and y'all be all right.
Gary, thanks so much, man.
That's right. Yeah, and you can be the Secretary of Defense. How about that?
There it is.
Nice.
And you know what? And I'll go get everybody that y'all want me to go get, too.
Gary, thanks a lot for hanging out.
Appreciate you, GP.
We appreciate you, and you can come back anytime.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. All right.